See it just to know what you saw. It's nothing nice to say to.
Let's hear it for the NBA Plus Player of the Year, Anthony Edwards.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The New Orleans Pelicans have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Timberwolves? Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, all tied at 1-1. If the first two games mean anything, we should be in for a heck of a series. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Scotty Barnes is out there with Marks. Then there's Edey. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at shooting guard. And for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Goodrich is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Shed in at the point. You look at Minnesota. Well, they got to be happy with how this series started. Splitting the first two games. Now, here they are at home.
Yeah, as the lower seed, you just want one of those first two. Now, they've stolen home court advantage and are in a pretty good position in this series.
Here's Marks. King inside. Here's Flanders. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Looking to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now here's King. Pass to Flanders. Back to King. Shot clock at 5. Here's Flanders. King, the pass to Marks. No good on the three. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Flanders. Back to King. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you hope that this inspires the offense. The game is about putting it in the basket, and that first bucket took a while.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Back to McDaniel. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
to King. Here's Shed. McDaniels outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And there's the pass to King. Edey with a screen on him. Here's King. And counting from 19 feet away. King's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Wembanyama with it. He's defended by Edey. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. For 3, Edwards. Here's Wembanyama. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
King outside. Inside, Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Here's Flanders. Still scoreless. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Minnesota making a switch here. Trent's checked in. The Pelicans making a switch here. He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. McDaniels outside. Just 5 on the clock. Trent outside. Over Blackman. Trent can't hit.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Trent outside. Back to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the right side. Shot from 12. And there's Wembanyama. And the assist from Goodrich.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
Pass to Blackman. Now King. 8 points for him. 9 feet out. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 8. Trent finds Edwards. Back to Trent. Wembanyama against Edey. Wembanyama outside. Over Edey. Edey with the rebound. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside, Dort. Garnett outside. For 3. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For New Orleans, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second.
Man, they are just living at the line.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Short against Trent. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. It's sent back by Edey. King outside. Pass to Dort. King right side. Now Edey. Defended by Wembanyama. Here's Dort. Goes back up. Back to Edey, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's King, and the Pelicans miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Pass to Prosper. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Here's Peters. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Checked in for McDaniels.
Substitution on the court.
Later, the pass to Morris. Now Edwards for the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Pass to King. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Minnesota with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Trent kicks to Edwards. Back to Trent. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. No good off the front iron.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's King. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Prosper misses. Pelicans leading by 14. To the middle. King outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards with it. Puts up a 3. Garnett grabs the board.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Inside, it's tipped. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prosper. Baseline J on the way. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
2 minutes away.
King, the pass to Garnett. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
And Garnett misses. Timberwolves trail by 16. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Back to Morris. Here's Prosper. Still yet to score. If it counts.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
And here is King. Here's Marks. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
King outside. Pass to Marks. Launches it. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Trent passes to Edwards. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trent outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the inside. Here's Peters, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so it's New Orleans, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Peters. Scotty Barnes is out there with King. Then there's Tamani Kamara. And it's Blackman in at the 4 slot.
Oh, defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Pass to Barnes. There's the pick. Fires the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Trent outside. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Now, the shot mechanics are just so pure. Gary Trent Jr., such a dangerous shooter.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. King, the pass to Peters. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Wembanyama. Trent outside. Morris looking over the floor. Timberwolves passing it around. Prosper misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Back to Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has gotten 5 points so far.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Now Trent. Wembanyama left side. Trent against King. Trent gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Pass to Kamare. Now here's King, defended by Trent. That's a 2 from Barnes. Again, the Pelicans score.
How about the jump shot by Scotty Barnes? Look out, folks.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Timberwolves making a change here. And King, here we go. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Trent. The Pelicans make their last shot from 7. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Trent against King. Pass to Barnes. It's deflected. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nixon, the pass to Morris. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, you can't simulate the limp of Wemby. He's just so much to deal with down low.
Here's King. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Nixon, covered by Barnes. Trent outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Trent. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Minnesota has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. Back to Trent. Pass to Morris to the left side wing. Clock at 6. Morris a screen. Here's Prosper. A three-pointer no good. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Trent against King. Power down with both hands.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Wembanyama outside. Fires the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Barnes screen on Trent. Pass to Blackman. And he's good on the 3-ball. Blackman's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Trent with it. He's got 6. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Prosper. And now the Pelicans on the break.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trent outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Morris. Looking to end the run. And it's Nixon missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's King, 23 points in the game. Here's Barnes. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
It's tipped. King outside. Here's Peters. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Peters has got 4 this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Trent. 6 points for him. To the paint. King against Trent. King the pass to Blackman. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Prosper. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama high post. And it's King with the rebound. King's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Down low. And the dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Nixon. The Pelicans make their last shot. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Now here's King. Inside. Pass to Peters. And the rejection by Wembanyama. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Now Kamara. Puts it up. Blackman's shot is off.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
A big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Nixon, covered by Barnes. King with the steal. Pass to Barnes. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the shot is good. Nixon's got his first points of the night. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. King, the pass to Barnes. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Nixon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him. He's perfect. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Just moving the ball, you can confuse and frustrate a defense.
Yeah, so many of their points have come off assists, executing at a very high level. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. In good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they've took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but you got to keep working. Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. You know, when you got a team down, that's when you got to put them away.
Get him out of there. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. The wingman, Edwards, and McDaniel. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Goodrich. And it's Shed in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Out to the wing, to the inside. Here's King. Here's Flanders. Drills the three-pointer. Flanders has got 6 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Pass to Marks. The three. Here's King. Tries again. And here's Barnes for three. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Edwards drives in. Shoots over King. Edwards can't hit. New Orleans has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Back to King. Six to shoot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Here's Shed. Here's Goodrich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Scotty Barnes picks one up. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here is King. 25 points in the game. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. McDaniels with the bounce pass. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one. King outside. Edey with a screen on Wembanyama. The kick out to Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. Pass to Shed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards with the screen for Wembanyama. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And even a guy like Wembanyama needs help. And a good screen gives him all the help he needs there.
It's Edey atop the key. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. King, good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Edwards. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Eason. Back to King. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garnett can't get it to go.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
King outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. King's got 29 in the game. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. McDaniels outside. Goodrich's screen on Eason. To the middle. Goodrich, that's good.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
King outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Second team.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Shed, defended by Dort. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. King with it. McDaniels picks him up. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Shed, defended by Dort. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 14 points for Anthony Edwards. Peters with the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now Edwards. He's got 14. Edwards with another miss. King, the pass to Peters. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it. Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
King, the pass to Dort. Here's Peters. Pass to Garnett. Now Eason. McDaniels defending. King's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 16. Wembanyama. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you got to be cautious when you're guarding Wembanyama. At his size, he attracts a lot of fouls.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prosper's checked in, and Morris subbed in for McDaniels. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. King with it. He's got 32. Here he goes. Count that one. King's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now, here is Morris. He has yet to score. Trent, that's a two-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. Kings got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. To the paint. Garnett kicks to Dort. Back to Garnett. Easton passes to King. And that one is hammered home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by New Orleans. Dort against Trent. Over in the corner, Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 19 points.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Garnett, the screen. To the inside. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Trent outside. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Both teams will make substitutions. New Orleans making a switch here. New Orleans dictating the flow. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. So for New Orleans right now, King is up there with Lou George. Then it's Barnes. And it's Peterson at the pivot, manning the middle. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Morris. Back to Edwards. Shoots over King. Not enough on that one as it misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Back to Barnes. Here's Peters. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards against King. Edwards drives in, makes it off the glass. Edwards got 16 here in the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Dort misses. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Blackman. Barnes left side. Right side, Dort. Stolen by McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Peters. Now King, 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Barnes. Another shot. King, that's good. King's got 38 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Edwards finds Wembanyama. Back to Edwards. Takes a shot at the elbow. Peters grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low, and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Edwards, and again it's Minnesota converting.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
King outside. Here's Peters, and again another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Now, here's Trent. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Barnes outside. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Minnesota again turning it over. New Orleans has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. King, the pass to Peters. Barnes outside. And the Pelicans miss again. Timberwolves on offense. Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And you gotta get a body on Wembanyama or he will eat you up down low.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Shed. Here's Goodrich. Edwards inside. He's against King. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Landers the pass to King, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Pass to Marks. Here's Peters, defended by Wembanyama.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
On the wing, Goodrich. Here's Shed. And here's Edwards. Inside, Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. 17 points for Victor Wembanyama.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Flanders. Another one falls for New Orleans.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Barnes. Back to King. Shot clock at 6. And here is Barnes. He's covered by Goodrich. And that one's good, Barnes.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this is a pretty decisive victory. They take the lead in the series 2-1.
Yeah, game threes are very important. If they can keep this sort of confidence going into game 4, boy, they are going to be tough to beat.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Slim.
Boy, this guy's energy and effort, he was in complete control. That triple-double speaks volumes.
McDaniels outside. They set the screen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Flanders. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Slim.
We spittin' like this in the booth. Spool, pull up and hop at the coupe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like, hey, I pull up designer, he want my, he call out the like, hey. Goofies ain't getting no, I'm rocking out Gucci like, hey. Quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't that owe me, that knew me like, yeah.